Our commander is Sakiko, the mother of summer. And she reads, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, add that much green mana to your mana pool. This mana does not cause mana burn until the end of turn. This mana doesn't empty from your mana pool as phases end. To put it simply, if I have Galta in play, ready to attack, if I cast Sakiko the same turn, and I hit somebody for 12 damage, I get 12 mana added to my mana pool. So the first thing you gotta focus on when playing this deck is ramping, just like any other green deck. We're really looking to get to 5 or 6 mana in our mana pool as quickly as possible, because first of all, our commander costs 6 mana, so we need that much mana to get Sakiko into play so we can start generating mana. But a lot of the creatures that we're going to use to gain that mana to deal damage to our opponents is at 5 or 6 mana cost. In between us ramping and then putting our giant creatures into play, we want to make sure that we set ourselves up well before those creatures start entering the battlefield. So we play cards like these that allow us to draw cards as our creatures enter the battlefield. Let's imagine that as a result of us ramping, we got Goreclaw and Galta into play. And going into this turn, we end up casting Sakiko, and she'll enter the battlefield. With the Goreclaw buffs, as we deal damage to our opponents, let's just imagine we deal max damage. This would be 18 damage, giving us 18 mana to use in our mana pool. But the question is, what do we do with all this mana once we have it? We take that mana and we tutor for creatures using cards like the ones that you see right here, giving us exactly what we need from our deck, exactly the moment that we need it. We can grab creatures from our decks that allow us to destroy artifacts, enchantments, and our opponent's creatures. But my favorite card to grab is this Temur Sabertooth. When you have 40, 60, 70 mana in your mana pool, you have a limitless number of possibilities. And because we have all of our tutors, we can pay 2 mana to bring a creature we control back to our hand. So that means that I can bounce this Eternal Witness from the battlefield back to my hand to replay it to keep grabbing things out of my graveyard. I could play a Regal Force that enters the battlefield, is going to draw us cards for each creature we control to draw us a ton of cards. I could also play an Apex Devastator over and over again, cascading 4 times every single time I cast this card. And I could have a Verdant Sun's Avatar in play while all this is going on, gaining us life every time one of these creatures enter the battlefield. You could also play an Acidic Slime and destroy all of your opponent's lands, but I don't really feel like doing that in this kind of a deck. This deck is a little bit more fun for me, but just know you can do that. And in the end, you're left with a commander that generates a ton of mana into an overwhelming advantage. And you'd be surprised at how your opponents react to this card, where I can play this deck, and what I notice is that if I have easy attacks on a specific player, my opponents will start to attack my opponents to keep me from attacking them, so that I can't generate the mana from dealing damage to them. So it creates really unique Magic the Gathering situations, and it's just an incredibly fun deck to play, and I think that more people should be playing Sakiko. Just so everyone is aware, soon I'm gonna be live streaming on twitch.tv/coach_Gonzalez, building commander decks, talking Magic the Gathering, playing against viewers. Soon, the link to my Twitch will be in the description below, and I'm going to be uploading a video every time I do go live on Twitch, so everyone is notified that I am live, okay? The link to the Discord is inside there as well. You'll get a notification Discord when I'm live as well, okay? So that way we can all just hang out and talk Commander and play Commander, all right? Always remember, everybody, eat healthy, okay? Work out every single day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Most important, you guys gotta remember to believe in yourself, all right? Peace out, people.